Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by on today's guided playthrough of a Cleric. Lurks below. This is going to go through normal. We'll see how long it takes.
Oh, good. It looks like the
Gonna
spell worked.
go ahead and skip this lovely, beautiful intro, and I still had more achievements to talk. And go ahead and get right into the game. And so the first thing that you're going to want to do when you get into the game is, of course, check out what crafting. First actual quest. The quest goes through like all of the basic resources that you need to actually survive. So the first one is going to be a weapon, because every night there's going to be some station. So I'm going to be picking up more than just the sticks, mostly because I need it. Oh, right, that's odd. Apparently you have to actually hit the OK button to get your crafting panel. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start with this spark wand. Makes things easier for you to be ranged, because you don't really have the survivability necessary to stay in melee range unless you're like pretty good at timing, dodging attacks. Um, so picked up some berries so I can go ahead and do the next quest. That, sleep. Now I have changed pretty much all of the keybinds, so pay attention to what the actual keybinds are for. But here we can begin actually crafting the necessary items to our progress. Simple pickaxe and an axe. And the axe is going to take 3 sticks, 4 rocks, and 3 tough grass. So I'm still missing a tough grass and a bunch of other stats. And the pickaxe is going to take another 4 sticks, another 3 rocks, and another 3 tough grass. You're pretty much picking up all of these crafting materials that you can see, because they're going to come in handy. But you don't need to pick up absolutely every single one. So I have to click on the OK for it to actually appear. Remind myself about that. And used to there not being a shortcut for it. Okay, so we have an axe, so we could go and create that to chop down the tree. But I do want to go ahead and get the simple axe as well. So rocks, you'll need quite a few of these actually, because you're also going to need a campfire after this. So in total, you'll need about 10 rocks, 7 sticks, and 14 tough grass for all of your basic materials. Okay, so pickaxe, put that on F, and now I can start digging stuff up. And here you can see we have some cobblestone, which is going to be useful later on. But I'm not going to start digging into that too much until I have grab that. There we go. Our survival panel, and get into that once that comes up. Buffing potions, so this is like the only potion that does this extra boost of experience. And for some reason you can't use it with anything other than the hotbar hotkey. Okay, use my ancient item. Boom. Okay, so this is the Cleric's first basic ancient item, 200 hit points gained on use with a 30-second cooldown. Not sure how controllers are, but if you're using mouse and keyboard, you should be able. Okay, for some reason it's not letting me go through these. That works after down is over. Interesting. Oh, okay, so you have to have the inventory open. How often I actually do that. So as you can see, the cooldown doesn't go down, but the actual hit points healed does go up. And on the final heal, it also adds a buff called Bless. We're not going to get to that in normal, considering how high the costs are. Now, something I'm definitely going to recommend is that once you chop down a tree, you dig it up, and this will give you a sapling. Why this is important is because you're going to be needing quite a bit of wood as you progress. So I'm going to keep going. I need to find quite a bit more tough grass and quite a bit more rocks were good. More sticks though. I'm skipping over the cabbages and these carrots because as you grow in survival level, you get more food out of these pickups. So I don't want to pick them up when I'm level 0 in my survival. I want to pick them up when I actually have a higher level so that they feed me more. Because as your character levels up, your hunger pool goes up as well. It's a mechanic to make sure that you don't over level. I should have enough sticks. Don't need to pick any more up from those. Rocks should be enough by now. Alright, so it's nighttime, and as you can see, there's the first invader here. Don't want to sleep on these. You want to make sure that you kill them as you see them. I might actually go ahead and start a base area right here. There's a couple berry bushes, 2 trees already here, and a few other things growing. So let's clear this out. Craft. So my first apparatus, the campfire, and this is what lets you actually cook, which I don't have enough of. This. Pick up some food, which I was ignoring. Oh, now I need to go find another carrot. Oh, I can craft. I have enough wheat for that. You can also kill the rats. They're going to drop some meat as well. So you can cook. These are going to spawn randomly in the dungeon as well. Okay, and now... Okay, I don't need to eat more food. Cobblestone, place the forge, place a workbench. So, lucky for us, I have quite a bit of cobblestone here. I'm going to take 20 cobblestone for this one. Alright. Take out our axe and we just start digging. Quite slowly. Now once we get our survival tree unlocked, I'm going to be putting points into digging because and most of your time, well maybe not most of your time, but a good portion of your time you're going to be spent just digging through stuff. So it's important to actually have this not go. Alright, another point in attack power. And when it's starting to look a bit too dark, you can of course craft your torches, then craft some ladders. That once I start digging down here, the resources don't fall to the ground super far away. Now, there's some debate about what is the best or preferred way to actually build your town, and it all depends on the different players. Most people feel safest when they build underground, that way they don't have to deal with these invasions, nightly invasions. So that's totally possible. So, gonna have to deal with those. And don't worry about the eyeballs. They don't, I mean, do worry about the eyeballs. But don't worry about like infinite spawns on those spiders from them. They're limited to, I think, 5. Oh shoot, I need sound not on the hotkey I want. There we go. So I don't know if you noticed, every time I shoot, I go backwards a little bit. And crouching actually stops that knockback. So if you are in a great position, go ahead and or avoid losing your position. How many cobblestone are we at now? 36. Now you can keep digging for more. I don't like you. You can keep digging for more because there's going to be more buildings that require the cobblestone. So if you want to go until you have like 75 of it, that's perfectly fine. But want to go ahead and keep going until you have going through the quests, so you actually have all of your survival tree unlocked. Craft and place a workbench. Oh, crap. My iron. I always forget the order on this. Oh shoot, Command File is going to be... Oh, no he isn't. Cool. Very nice. Very, very nice. However, this is spreading or he's... That's very annoying. Okay, so I need like 20 iron in total. I need 8 for the anvil, I need 2 for the workbench, and I need 10 more for a chest piece. So I'm going to keep going until I have 20 of these. Should be quite a bit on the surface. And other characters are going to have a bit of trouble compared to the Cleric because they don't have this free heal. Very, very few characters come with a skill. The rogue does end up with a heal, but it uses its deep wound stacks, so he has to, or she, has to actually be able to hit something a few times, get the heal option at all. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have skipped this iron. Three more. Hopefully this nugget of iron. Oh. And head back towards our base. So the map does loop around. So if you've gone a considerable distance going in that direction and get back to this spot. And go ahead and pick all these berry bushes as you go by them. It's basically free survival experience. I am getting very, very tired, apparently. The green highlight around the border means that my fatigue is going low, and once it gets to 0, I'll be being extremely, extremely. So the best way to heal that is actually to go and create a bed at some point. But first, I need the handy workbench for that. All right, so iron bars, 20 of those. I can start crafting additional apparatus. So we have the anvil and the workbench. Some of this. Perfect. All right, now we need to flatten an area for the box. That over here. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, is there no penalty for my... crafting panel? Voila. Alright, get this filled up with carrots. If you want, you can also make some wheat. Yay! Finally! Finally we have our survival panel. At last I can get this digging speed. I also want spring recipes because of the berries. Because that unlocks... Bam! Go. Okay. Now I need to clear an area for a bed, because that's going to heal my stamina a lot faster. Off. So much better. So much better. Oh crap. Oh. Okay. So in survival, sleeping also heals your health. But in creative, it also does that. In descent, it does not. But in descent, you don't have to deal with hunger. So it's a substantial trade-off. All right. Boom. Okay, we have discounted. I'm supposed to get the improved weapon. Well. Oh well. Let's see what happens if I kill it without it. Oh no. Hunger at the normal rate. Alright, so here you can actually approach this multiple ways. You can build a wall. And then cut out a piece right there. That way you can just shoot through him. Or not, because I didn't build it high enough. Or you can just dodge him. If you get the timing right, it's pretty easy. I want to focus on the eyeball so that it stops with these spiders. Okay. Don't need to craft the weapon. Now, what's good about going ahead and, yeah, I totally screwed up that wall. What's good about was I gonna say? Can't even remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, what's good about killing Commander Vile is that now this corruption is not going to move forward anymore until like an actual invasion hit. And those happen pretty much randomly. And to make sure that things don't just spread all over the place, I'm gonna add some more tiles out to the side and build a proper wall. Now, of course, I need to be able to get out myself. So holding shift, I can go on the back layer and craft myself some more ladders. Get out. More of you guys. Okay. Not going to have enough. I guess I can use wood for that. For the other side. Okay. Same thing over here. Build the wall so that they don't get out. And that way I just need to come to this one spot. To kill any future invasions. Ah, bad time to reload. Dang. Oh, this is a piercing. Oh, this is so beautiful. Now the eyeballs, those will possibly get out. Oh, another thing, once you have this built up, you might want to go ahead and cannot get this right. Build out a ledge over here. And then put some platforms on here. You don't want to put it over the corruption because enemies spawn from the top. So if there's any kind of construction above the corruption where they're going to spawn, they're going to spawn on top of that. And so that is why I'm keeping this over on the edge of it, so that I can have a platform to shoot at them, but they're not going to be on this platform, and they're going to stay in this area. Now, as you progress through the game, you're going to want to update this area, because future invasions are going to have enemies that have extra properties like digging, and they're going to dig straight through the dirt here. Hi, how are you? Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. So a few more platforms. I can get up here. Or I can get up here, and we're good. All right. I already need to go sleep. Actually fill out my fatigue meter. Okay, so we're stuck on this craft weapon. And I really want to get this done so that I can get my kind of waypoint system. There's a recall system that will allow you to recall at any location and then return to that location. And I want to get that before I start going underground. One iron bar. And meat does actually have a survival level, even though it doesn't hit. And it's going to be based on the monster itself. So saving these rats for a rainy day isn't really a lot. I need to. Oh. That was just dirt. Cut this tree up and bring it back to my own home. That way I don't have to go halfway across the world for it. Now, if you're worried about how fast your character is going, don't worry about it. You're going to eventually pick up some speed items and basically feel like you're going too fast at certain points. But that's something you have to build on. There's a lot of things that start off a bit slow, but everything that is slow pretty much up through either or passives. Ancients, basically. I do need to plant some more stuff, so let's those, and I think no, not quite. Have room for one more. Don't need any more berry bush. So if you're lucky, you can actually get multiple seeds off of one thing. Remember what I put my crafting panel shortcut on. And you can improve the chances of doing that through this and 15% chance of a second extracting from crop. That's going to help you in the I need starving. Oh yeah, and my improved weapon. Magical item. First I need to melt the iron. This, and it is garbage compared to what I already have, because what I already have has piercing. I don't need to keep that. And now, have our homestone, and now start delving for real. So as a little bit of a demonstration, this has an aura around it. When you're close to it, it's going to reduce your hunger and fatigue drain, and also prevent you from recalling. So you need to move away from it, go too close. And here you can see that I can recall and go back to where I started. Up too much wood. No. No, I can't sell my or can't sell my random items. So that's fine. These trees will grow back eventually. And I can just start going down and actually progressing. Now, another important thing to take note of, if you care about the lore at all, is these red rings. They're going to appear on your map automatically, and this is where you're going to find the lore. And so you can read the lore, actually find out what's happening to the world, why you're here, and what you can do about it. So at this point, my main goal is to just dig down and fight a few monsters, but not really spend too much time in here. You don't need to go past level like 10 or 12, because this area's boss is only about level 15. Lucky enough, I have a few chests. And a normal armor can kind of get you through this. Just the chest piece, if you're careful enough. That's why I am being careful about where I'm dropping. And also careful of the fall damage. So on your way down, you can start picking up some more cobblestone. You're going to want this because you need it for the trusty bank. And this isn't going to spawn anywhere after this. Of course, once you have your general store, you're going to be able to buy this, so you don't actually have to dig it. Ooh, neat sand. And a spider. So this is the kind of meat that's going to randomly drop from monsters. Oh, jeez. Okay, skeletons, be extra careful. They have a shotgun, and you do not want to be in melee range from them. Because all 3 of those hits are going to hit you, and it's so easy to get a game over from them. So I'm just taking my time right here. Hopefully I can find a good melee weapon once I get to the boss. But for now, it's too risky to do that, kind of. So I'm just sticking with the ranged weapon and taking my time as I go. Ugh. I need to put this on my F key. What I'm used to. I don't need the axe because. Okay, so this ancient, you can set it and forget it. It's just going to increase your armor, but this combines very well with Cleric's level 10 ancient, which once we, and it's pretty much the reason why Cleric can be one of the easiest classes to start with. Yeah, piercing, but it doesn't seem to be piercing from above. Alright, coffee is great for your fatigue. Not absolutely. It basically just extends the time that you can spend in the dungeon. The dungeon is just underground. Okay. And we just keep chugging along. So, since I am already past level 5, I really don't need to spend too much time just killing random monsters. I'm gonna go ahead and my coffee. Careful about using too much coffee because it does add a debuff here. You can only use them 5 times before you can't use coffee anymore. And I would say don't worry too much about clearing out these areas because of the slimes. The slimes count for the monsters in this area, and they can easily escape. And as you can see, I've already taken a lot of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and actually skip this area. And what I want to do is I want to find some copper. I'm in the next layer of this world. So that means that the copper is going to start spawning in here. And it's a fairly common, speak of the devil, it's a fairly common ore. And so you can find it quite easily. Go. Now I have unlocked my copper armor. And it's going to take quite a bit of copper to do this. It takes 2 copper ore to make 1 copper bar, and it takes 15 copper to make 1 chest piece. But this is the first armor set that actually lets me add crystals, and crystals are basically just kind of like the gems in Diablo 2. Jewels, actually, more like the jewels, where they spawn with a random number of affixes and suffixes, and that's how you get more stats. In normal, the armor isn't going to give you any special bonuses, at least not unless you find a unique armor. So this is how you actually upgrade your character, at least in the early areas. So many of there's some iron or copper. We have 19, so I would need 30 for a chest piece. How many are over there? What? No. Yeah, okay. It's a bunch of slimes trapped in there. Don't want to mess with that. Now, you can definitely take your time here and explore more. So that you get some better gear, you get maybe a nice rare weapon, and all that jazz. But you don't want to like level up too much, because the invasions are going to be the same level as you, not the same level as the depth that you've reached. So you could end up having to deal with an invasion that's level 16, but you've only made it to monsters level 6, and as a result, your weapon is level 6. Play smarter, not harder. Slime seems so tanky. Wow! A unique already? Fortunately, I don't have anything to identify it with. But that's fine. Carry it around. And can't wear it until I identify it. Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to go back up soon anyways to cover my stamina. Now, I will say this. You might be tempted to upgrade your pickaxe now that you're finding copper, but on the Cleric, this is not at all necessary, and you'll see why at level 10. At level 10, it's just a magic number. Oof, fire. The dots in this game can really hurt because it's percentage based. My gosh. Yeah, I think it's time to go back. For health, fatigue. Alright. Found some more wood for ourselves, platforms. Carrot, garlic. Okay. So another thing to note is that certain plants can only grow in certain seasons. Oh, tomato, really good. Um, so when you start looking into the advanced recipes, certain food combinations actually give you special buffs. And so you'll need to make sure that as you're going through the seasons, you're planting and um, collecting enough of these different items. And the buffs are very, very impactful. Like um, extra resistances, extra damage, flat crit chance, um, increased experience once you get the Moo farm, and stuff like that. Should probably go ahead and plant these. There we go. That is a ton of trees. Fine with that. Go ahead. Look at that. I've leveled up again. So, at this point, you've got your speed, you've got your extra ores. You can start putting points into that you can get your extra duration of the buffs and also resistances. Having the extra planter box is also fantastic. This kind of stuff you don't need until Nightmare, um, since you'll have to have a good enough farm for it, and you'll want to get the hoe for that, which requires ore from Nightmare difficulty to actually get. So meat and mushroom dishes are great. Mushroom gives you specific um, resistance buffs, dual resistance buffs, and then meat also gives you stuff like burgers, corned beef, which have a ton of food hunger points. And also you want to make sure that you actually cook stuff so that your survival tree continues to get experience. As you can see, I've already gained another level. I can put another point into maybe bigger stacks, maybe get some more food from this. You don't really need more food from mushrooms because they don't really give a ton anyways, their dishes. So that's fine. These scroll stuff, they are very nice for like 15 and 25% duration, because in the late game you are going to be a ton of scrolls, and you can pretty much just prevent your hunger or fatigue for hours at a time after a while. Alright, so that one. Now, order of strongest to weakest is going to be chest, legs, boots, and helmet. So if you can make a chest, make a chest. If you can make a pants, make a pants. If you can make boots, make boots. Still need some more wood for general store. Let's get to 100% and go back down. Really need a better... And see, you can use the torch to see where it can be placed, to know where there's some gaps in the ground that you're not digging for miles and miles just to get nowhere. Hoping one of these drops a better weapon. Level 9. Yeah, that would be a massive improvement what I have right now. And basically the reason why I put all my points into attack power is because I can get the other stats elsewhere. Bigger is great, but you don't need too much of it. Vitality doesn't give you as much as if you just find some flat health on crystals or armor. So that's not fantastic. God, I cannot get the timing of him. No weapons. Come on, guys. Something. Might just have to go here. What level am I at? 6. This is going to be pretty dangerous. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, that was a big crit. What I would give for a reflective wand right now. There's a few element types that are like pretty good for packs. Fire is excellent because if you get one of them, set on fire, it'll spread to absolutely every single one of them. That's a weapon. Destroyed a ranged weapon, but I guess it's nothing. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn these into crystals so that I can use it to actually identify stuff instead. Like that unique weapon. Oh, I didn't notice this. Okay. I didn't pay attention to this weapon. This is actually pretty nice. So concussive weapons are like the ranged melee weapon. And these can actually hit twice. So it has this projectile, ranged projectile. But if you're in melee range, it'll hit with both the projectile and the melee swing. Of course, since it is shooting a projectile, it's going to turn you or knock you back. So I actually want to make myself super safe by getting outside of the range of actual attacks. Since there's like 3 of these stacked up here, there should be 4 or 5. That's why I'm using the piercing weapon, just to actually hit something a bit more effective at that point. Another weapon! Yes. What are you? Regular projectiles. Thing. 4 times more damage. That's nice. Yeah, hi guys. Not bad. Really not bad. Poison one, so that's going to be another dot, but it only applies to a single enemy. Same thing, projectile, a bit better. We'll go ahead and keep that. Alright, so I feel confident now to actually start going down a bit deeper. And I'm going to try and get to the boss layer. And the reason I'm going for the boss layer now is mostly because there's going to be a lot of monsters packed in a very convenient area. And I know exactly where that is because it's going to be a series of rooms right across from each other. Just like this. Yeah, that was fantastic. Trying to be cheeky doesn't work. Where did I last leave off at? Never overestimate your own power. You know what I should have done while I was up there? Should have made my identify scroll and looked at what my actual pants are. What pants am I wearing today? Hmm. Apparently I'm not wearing any more pants. That's what I should have done from the start. Oh gosh, there's something named over there. Oh, those are going to be annoying. Hmm. Those things, lasers. And basically can't dodge them. That. I want to identify what the heck this. Toxic! Poison resist! Poison damage! Okay, so that works well with the weapon that I have. Boom. And trees are great for survival experience as well. Trees and cooking. Wow, that is a lot of wheat. Okay, cabbage. So many carrots. Okay. Rest. We'll go back down. Oh shoot, I could have picked up some. Oh my gosh, there's two named areas? Monsters? Uh. The nice thing about poison is that at least it slows things down. And those things include you once you get poisoned. Come on, get up, get up, get up! Ow. But again, since it deals damage based on their max health, can be very nice. Especially for these named creatures, which I'm not sure I want to actually deal with. Seems more annoying than anything to go ahead and deal with them. Light. Oh crap, that's the boss. So. Okay, don't want to come fight me? Oh yeah. Sweet poison damage. Ooh, a blue weapon. And normally these laser dudes aren't on this level. For some reason, this layer seems to be able to spawn any monster type, regardless of where they should be spawning, or what difficulty they should be spawning in. Ow. Geometry! Aha! Oh yeah, I should probably upgrade that. There we go. Spend your gold on your ancients, fellows. It is highly worthwhile. Wait, 3 named monster types? What is this area? Oh, a rare wand. Okay, well, I mean, first I gotta deal with this. High hit points. They already have a lot of hit. Give them a high hit buff. There it went. More poison, but it's scatter shot, but it has a lot of attack power. Now, the... Oof. Bad thing about scatter shot is it doesn't have a whole lot of range. Unlike, spraying wands. And it divides that damage amongst its projectiles. Still seems to do enough damage, compared to the other one. Horrifying. Seeing a bottle cap underneath the dresser. Ooh. Yep. This is life. I kind of want to just skip these guys. Since they're so tanky. Fun. Oh! Dang, a random ring. Now normally rings, you have to craft them. But sometimes you can find them randomly. This increases the benefit of shrines for 50% longer. Just fine. Nothing crazy. I'd really rather have... I'd rather have the distance ring or the defense ring, but those only drop as recipes. Oh, okay, well there's the boss door right there. Level am I? 8. 4 levels for level 10. oh gosh, oh gosh. So much better. I don't think named monsters are worth it. I would love to have a piercing wand with like poison, or even just a fire wand. A fire wand would be great right now. Catch everything on fire, deal damage over time to all of them. Oh no, it's one of the named monsters. Okay, it's not doing too terribly though. This is why it's not that great of a weapon type. Okay, just try and spread it to everything, get the dots going. I wish I was doing 999 damage. That would be fantastic. You are in the way of my experience. Thank you. Goodness. That's all I wanted. Alright, well, since we're here, not level 10, yet, actually we should be able to hit level 10. A few more of these enemies. There we go. So we get to see why the Cleric does not need any higher tier pickaxes. Unless he wants the special effects. It wants the They want the special effects? Whatever. Okay, so gonna go ahead and upgrade this already. Adds a percentage of your total armor to your weapon damage. Now this is not affected by your actual attack power, and this is physical, so there's no percentage elemental bonus damage to add to it. But you can get really, really high armor values. So 30% of that's going to be another 21 damage. Boom, shakalaka. Pretty impressive. Alright, now, this is the door to the boss. And the door to the boss, you want to be prepared. Okay, whatever. And by prepared, I mean you want to have everything ready to build for the encounter. And this encounter is one of the easiest. So I'm going to go ahead and pop a blessing scroll. Buffs all of my stats, so a bit more damage. 140. And I'm going to go ahead and go in. And once he gets to the edge, I'm going to start building a wall right there. Ooh. And see, he charged up right there. And that is the major thing that you want to dodge. Which is why I'm putting these platforms in here. You can, of course, build the platforms above it. That way there's not this giant hole in the ground. Out. That you can fall into so easily. But the main thing you want to be concerned about is not being right on top of his body, because every single one of those circle projectiles will be able to hit. Pick up a bunch of the random junk, and have killed gath'ack. Congratulations. On to the icy area below for Drackle, the Fleshu. But before that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually build my my buildings. Get to that. I really because I'm out of inventory space. Woohoo! This is what everybody complains about. Oh my gosh, I'm out of inventory space. Ah, how could you do this? Ah, this is horrible. Why would you design a game like this? And learn to not pick as much stuff up. You don't need to pick every single item up off the ground. So just don't do that. Okay. So this garbage. I want to. Oh, don't have enough wood for that. Okay. Drop down some trees. Alright, now we can make our general blueprint and see how much space. So, keep my berry bushes, plastic, everything else. Oh, also important, gath'ack is what drops the Wizard of Space and Time, and the Wizard of Space and Time is what actually sells the books that reset the world. So if you want to go farming, reset the layer, go after gath'ack again because you like killing bosses, feel free to do so. Don't really need to farm anything specifically until the very last layer, though. So it's fine. Right. Okay. So as I was saying, pick up all of my junk, and since I'm going to have the general store, I don't need a campfire because she has a cook. Okay. Boom. All right. So the oven is actually where you can cook food besides the campfire. And that's why I got rid of it, because it is no longer necessary to have. Okay, there. Not enough room for this, so I need to find a new spot for it. Time to get rid of the berry bush? I think it's time to get rid of it. So long, berries. Were nice when we're there. And more blueprints! Woohoo! So the other important one is going to be the trusty bank. And this is why I said pick up some extra cobblestone while you're on your way down. And it also needs some iron bars. But by this point, you can just buy more iron bars. It's going to cost quite a bit, but now, or compared to what gold you've picked up, but now that you can actually sell items, it's not that big of an impact. Arcing one. Oh, these are so strong, but they're so hard to hit with. And also, they will screw up your terrain. So, go into a place that I don't care about too much, here, and fire this off. So it's great for digging. You can just point at the ground and shoot at it, and it's going to dig into it. But otherwise, difficult to use in combat. So on any other character, it'll be great. On the Cleric, you already have a half ton of fat damage added to your pickaxe, so you don't such a thing to dig with. We get back, you're going to see how fast. Armor 17. That's nice. Why? that had unidentified one. Gotcha. $50 to $90, block 15%. Now remember, when you crouch, your block is doubled. That can be up to 30% block chance. Magic Find is very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. I have ranged weapons, so I don't really need this. Right. 5 each. Bunch of wood. So wood starved. Wow. Alright. Any case, let's go on to the next layer, and now that we're level 10, why is it still not digging fast enough? Chewing through everything. Huh. Maybe, I mean, those walls are, have more hit points on them, so it is normal to take longer, but this is the nice stuff right here. This is going to be our next tier of armor. Ain't it a beaut? Mithro iron. Mithro ore. So this is going to change the shape of the crystals that we can use, and the monsters are now going to drop triangle-shaped crystals. But, oh, there you are. I should have probably bashed him with my weapon. I need to use that for like magic finding. I'm also going to need to find either a beam wand or a piercing wand for the next boss. So those are the two best finds, piercing wand and beam wand. Just keep going across. It's actually quite nice. So these statues drop runes, and runes are going to be important for rune words, which are kind of rare. No, it's slightly inspired by Terraria, but it's much more close to Diablo 2 in like the items and the classes and everything like that. Like each class has their own special skills here. So I'm a cleric, so I can actually heal myself and convert armor into damage. There's 7 other classes: rogue, warrior, wizard, enchantress, enchanter, depending on what you make. Necromancer, paladin. I think that's... Did I do all 7? And they all have their own playstyles. Okay, I don't need that. I don't need sticks. Definitely. That's fine. You can shoot me if you want. Then there's like rune words that you can make out of these runes. There's rings you can make out of these runes. Yeah, it's much more oriented towards um, farming monsters for special drops rather than crafting a bunch of stuff. You can farm ores in higher difficulties for higher rarity armors because those can spawn their affixes um, based on luck. So you can get high quality armors. Or if you're unlucky, it's just the normal white armor. Oh gosh. Okay. No melee. Sorry. Sorry about that. Um, Basically the oh, bye. Okay, so again, I don't really need to go kill that stuff. I just need to make sure that I stay more or less within level range of stuff, 5 levels. After that, the penalties really start dropping off. Penalties? No, penalties really increase, and your damage starts dropping off quite a bit. Ooh, crystal. That's nice. Ow, 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 ow. So yeah, I definitely need to upgrade my stuff here. And not frozen. Oh, oh, holy cow. Don't need rich clay. Oh my goodness, that was scary. Yeah, need to upgrade this. Unknown. Melt my iron, or my mithril. Go. Go ahead and craft my armor. I don't want to keep the pants for the extra poison damage, so let's go with helm. And ain't that pretty? And my damage is even higher now. Chop down some trees. Go back because I chop down some trees because I want the wood for the everything I need. Don't need wood for the bank, right? Yeah. And of course you can get upgrades too. I mean, it was loosely inspired by Starbound and Terraria, but this was made by the guy who made Diablo 2, so it's more of a 2D looter shooter. I cobblestone. Cobblestone. That's bizarre. Very annoying. All 10. Nine. Oh, that. Iron. Oh, I already had one. And there we go. Bank time. And you don't have to put this on the very bottom ground. You can actually put this pretty much wherever you want. So I can build it right on top of this so I don't spread out to the far. This actually has space for 2 of my items. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick all of this up, put it down right there. So now I have room for stuff. Go ahead and put my bed in here. Right, no, I can't do that. Homestone in here. Forge. Here I had 3 things in here. Maybe I was imagining. That one. That one. That one. There we go. All 3 items. I don't have room for my bed. I guess I'll just sleep on the roof. Oh, shoot, that's an invasion. Okay. So I want to deal with this as fast as possible, because otherwise corruption is going to spread. And this is where preparation is fantastic. I forgot about that. Okay, so I need to do a bit more preparation once I clear these out. That they don't just destroy everything. Easy peasy. Knowledge is power. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. There we go. Everything gone. That another crystal? Like I picked up a crystal. It might have been the room. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna have to dig. All right, so I want to clear out this first layer. So then I need to put a background down. Then I don't have my platforms. Make a bunch of those. Now what's going to happen is they're going to come over here, going to go up this bump, they're going to walk on these platforms. And that way, they're not destroying the ground underneath them. Why am I starving again? Could do it on this side as well, but I'm probably going to be mostly fighting them on the other side since that's where I'm coming from. Um, that's it. So, better. Then we can go back down and try and find Drackle. Get a few more levels before I get there, though. I don't get wrecked because of level penalty. Oh, yeah, no. Where I wanted. So used to my old keyboard. Couple burgers. Crap. Forgot I need to get stuff. Ooh, 4 points. These are never bad. Maybe I should rebind my hotkey for crafting back to C. That's what it used to be. Or move this off of that one. It doesn't show the buffs on it. But fantastic pot pie. Oh, wow. Yeah, I need potato and corn for that, which I don't have. Pie scroll. Well, okay, so let's put of the junk I don't need. Save it for later. Food you can put in here. And you can craft it from the bank. So you don't have to carry it with you all around. Dirt, I like to keep it around for other stuff. Muddy stuff, I don't need. Ice, I'm going to be picking up anyways. Copper bar, that I don't need either. Mithril ore, where we can keep carrots. Again, I don't need to carry it with me. Okay. Another thing to note, if you don't like the inventory space in the bank, you can also buy additional tabs in there for ever increasing prices. If I remember, there's 5 individual tabs that you can. Okay, now I've spent so much time just going back and forth that my fatigue and hunger are coming back up again. All right. Forgot where I backed out. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad I upgraded my armor. I really need some poison resist. No, not poison. Cold. Cold resist. I don't get frozen like this much. Oh gosh. Oh! Perfectly timed level up. Scrolls of Discovery are nice. Scroll of Death is good too. I don't already use Scroll of Death all that much, unless you want to do like a corpse run, or there's an invasion that's just way too much for you to do, to clear out. Scroll of Death kills everything. Scroll of Discovery is a bit underwhelming. Just shows one random room that's nearby, and I'm not going in that direction. That's not very useful. So I usually just sell those. Oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Jesus. Upgrade this? No, not yet. Like they saw through that brick. Hey, torches. All my torches. Oh, right there. Lightning damage I don't need, so I can scrap that. Magic find, yeah boy. Did I just put the other one? I put the other one in. Okay. Torches. Alright, so that is nothing. This is the way I want to go. And at this point, I don't really need any more mithril for anything else, so I don't have to dig through it. Oh, this is interesting. So we got lucky enough. I wish I could find a ring. Anyways, we got lucky enough to actually find a portal. And what this portal leads us to is a altar where we could make some rune words. Now, I don't have any scrolls for rune words, so it's not really much for me. Besides that, it's scary in there. Very prepared. I am not at all prepared. Ooh. What is this? Critical protection. That's nice. That's actually really nice when there's monsters that do a little bit of damage, but not a crazy amount of damage. Because you can be pretty much permanently immune. Wow, just racking up points. Level 14. Okay, so I'm still within... I don't feel like I'm going to be getting lucky with some distance. Going. Looks like we are at boss layer, so that's fantastic. I think. Ow. I think that was a purple weapon. Now these guys cannot jump to you unless there is enough space behind them for them to actually land. So if you stand on the very edge of a cliff, they're not going to be able to do anything. This is not going to be a fun fight coming up. This weapon is pretty beast if I can stay alive while you. Ooh, icy orb. So since I'm using a poison weapon, that's not very effective for me. But if I happen to find a cold weapon, that's pretty nice. An extra 20% damage. Ah, ha 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 ha. Sustain. Yes. Yes. 15% health regeneration. And 35% attack speed. So good. So I can... And also, killing enemies extends the effect. So I can just pop this, start killing things. As long as I keep killing things, it's gonna work. Identify that. Reflectives, that's go hit 100, poison, lightning resist, magic find. Nice. It's not as powerful as this thing is. So this is where the sustain really starts to come in. As long as you're fighting something and killing something, you're healing. Ooh, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Cooldowns, cooldowns. Ooh, magic mapping. Now that is my favorite kind of discovery scroll. Because it does it all around you. Reload. Ace. Oh, okay. Hello, hello, hello. That is a lot of you guys. But that's fine. I can now practically tank them. Gosh, attack speed is so nice. It is also very rare. Now, I haven't talked about the actual passive, because every class has a special passive, and this one enforces the need to continuously kill things, because you get flat armor and attack power, and so the armor is going to give you more damage from circuit, and the attack power is going to give you more damage for basically weapon damage. So it's pretty darn cool. make sure that you keep going with that. I'm picking up a bunch of trash. Oh, that was a bad jump. Actually, switch zone. That's not worth keeping. Probably not worth keeping without it anyway. Have coffee? Yes. Cool. Okay. Stem that off for a little bit. Ah! The reload right when I proc my passive. Okay. Gosh, and you can just way into everything like this. Now the cleric does have an advantage over some characters in that the heal removes negative effects. So if I'm frozen and I just use this, it can unfreeze me. Fantastic. Speed and cold resist. Yes. Okay, heal by crit. That isn't that great early on because you don't really have any crit chance, but speed is so nice. Okay, I'm gonna go back and oh, okay. I know what this is. With that amount of damage, it can only be one thing. Wait, okay. Way over there. I can put you down right here. Go. Fantastic. I'm starving. Bunch of new. Warmberry pie, that's an okay thing. It regenerates health over time. But most of the time you're just about that hunger. Wait, did I use all of my... Actually, go ahead and plant some... That was the only tomato seed I had. Why? Because this one seed is worth several harvests. And if it lasts through towards, like, past the season, it breaks down into, and I can just those. Basically extending the okay. Magic item. And yep, that's exactly what I thought it was. More base damage, but swings slower. So it has huge damage numbers, but look at that speed. Ugh. Excruciatingly so. And we don't need something slower, we need something faster. Because using a fast, like a needle weapon, that would be the perfect exceptional bonus that we could get, because that doesn't actually diminish the flat addition of my damage from the Divine Circlet. So this, not that great. Got what I had before. Don't need to identify that, don't need to identify that. Don't need to identify that. Don't need to identify that. Okay. I'm kind of sad because I can't give my resistances are going to be a bit garbage. Honestly, not sure how well I will do. Alright, so let's pop the blessing with sustain because alright, so for this, you can't kill the boss until you've killed everything else. Now, if I want, I can come down here and kill these spiders. If you get hit, it's going to turn everything dark. But it's a good way to keep your bonus running for a little bit longer. Okay, so now I just hit straight on top of that, and that was far easier than I expected. Alright, let's make sure all of these are cleared out. I don't want to be bothered while I'm picking up my loot, please. Alright, so this one drops a new recipe. And it is going to be the pets shop. So if you want a little friend to join you on your adventure, that's what you build. And it will follow along and get in your way when you're trying to build stuff. Oh, sweet. This is the ring I was looking for. 25% more armor. Heck yeah. Under magic items. Ring of defense. 3 ala runes. Might have that? Moles, Ed, Zai? Really? Really? Well, ala rune. Dang it. That way. But that's fine. So, basic story about this boss is if you have a piercing weapon, a beam weapon, it makes it easier because you can hit all of them at once. Or you can just brute force it. Use your elixir a little bit and try and get some of these spiders that spawn off of the eyeball deaths to extend the duration a bit more. And hope for the best. Hope you don't get permanently frozen. So I have had 6 points of vigor, and then I also popped a roll of blessing, and that brought my cold resist up to 100%. So you only need about 40 cold resist to avoid being frozen. So I probably did a bit overkill on the vigor since I didn't check this beforehand. Alright, stamina. And pop that. And now we can ride along into the third layer. And so for this one is going to be going towards the the tentacle of it, which is a melee character's worst nightmare. This guy is a very, very blurry guy. Ghosts. Ghosts are super scary. They have an extremely high crit chance or damage. Crit damage. And as a result, in higher difficulties, it is a one-shot territory. So when you see them, approach carefully and then there's going to be a bit of a delay on their attack, so you can move back and dodge it. But you have to be like aware that they're there. Crap. Binds. I still have the keybind for the toggling the auto big thing. So let's just move over to dead. And you don't have to use the surging elixir in every fight. You can just save it for when you actually need to heal. There. God, I hate these bats. And enemies. Yikes. Down there, without them. Yes. Okay, there we go. As always, you just take your time, keep yourself safe, don't get greedy. Don't get... Especially when you move into a new area. Because they're going to have much higher damage compared to the previous zone. Usually by quite a bit. Like I said. Screwed up my jump there. What happens when you're greedy? Don't play like me. Listen to what I say, not what I do. And of course, when you die, you lose all of your buffs, so quite a pain. If you're on hardcore, well, that's just. What? Where'd they go? There they are. Yeah, they were all almost dead. That makes me feel great. Knowing that I could have survived just a little bit longer to kill them. Okay, so nickel armor is going to be the first armor that takes not only a base ore, but also a rare ore. So as you can see, this requires both rubium and nickel. And this is where the Scroll of Magic mapping comes in very handy. Because I'm going to let you know what is in the area. And reveal some of those rare ores if they happen to be on that map section that you reveal. So I'm going to go ahead and down a bit more. Probably go ahead and sleep off. I have 60. That's fine. That's for food stuffs though. I'm only at half of my going with. I already need to. Have cabbage in the bank. Some cabbage in. I have a bunch of carrots though. Might need to second plant. Oh goodness, another room. Ooh, okay, so this green room over here, this is going to be a runes room. So I was needing another 2 ala. So I might be able to find it in here. Just be careful of all of this crap that comes out of it. If it leaves it. So that's something, if you watch my video about invasions, you'll see there's a pretty simple way to build traps for these things. And that way you don't have slimes roaming over your entire map because of invasions. Alright, come on guys. I don't have to actually open these up. What I like to do, especially on higher levels, is just break them with a pickaxe. Okay, maybe not. Once you get higher damage on your pickaxe, you can one-shot these bricks, and being a lot faster than trying to like shimmy your way up there. Nah. We'll dig through here. Ouch. That's what I was saying earlier about how those guys are just the end of any hardcore player's run. Why you need to be very careful around them. That. Ah, nice. Alright, I'll pick that up in a bit. Oh, the laser dude. Laser dudes are another type that's extremely painful. They have a high, very, very high chance of doing status effects. Oh. Fuck, I don't... I'm not gonna see any of these. There we go. Fine. Fine. The worst monsters that could spawn here, but okay. Make sure you keep yourself safe. Out of their reach. You'll be okay. Thankfully, the These demon guys, they have a very short reach on their lasers. Very. Like a third of a screen out here. Also, where'd it go? Holy Vial. There it is. If you die, you get a second chance. So this can be nice for hardcores. And also me, because I'm terrible. Terrible human. Okay, which one do I want? I think I want this. Just to have like a bigger burst of healing. I want it to be mostly even with rest, like my health pool. Oh, purple. Magic find is nice. 12. Ah, why did I put so many points into vigor? 8. Basic. Okay. But I'm doing all right with the or with the wand. This is a wand, by the way. Might not look it, but it is a wand. Really now? This is very, very unlikely for normal difficulty. I have 2 of these here. Okay, where's the rest here, guys? Haven't been triggered yet? There they are. Yeah! Oh, that is so satisfying. Okay, I've already got this ring, so I can't learn it a second time. Or also stay. Or oh god. Ah! So many more than expected. Thought that one wave was enough. Okay, we're fine. Okay. I've gotten pretty far and I haven't found that special type. So I have my scroll of magic mapping here. Map and see if I find any. Oh, okay, good. I was about to say, holy crap, there's no green, but there is a tiny bit of green at the bottom there. So I definitely get to that room. These are level 21. I am level 20, so killing them isn't absolutely. But what is necessary not getting mauled by these dogs. Like that. Ah! Fine. Under control. Horrifying is going to happen here. I don't need to carry around that much parchment. Okay, remember, take your time. attack them where you want to attack them. Gosh. Okay, this stun, that's from lightning damage. And you can see how kind of terrible it is to have to deal with. Hi, doggy. No, don't break those because I want the extra ore for my 30% ore chance. And how much of this? Two. Okay, so we need 4 total to have our chest. 40. This, we don't have enough. Darn. Okay, so I need to find 8 more rubium, and that's gonna be. Ah! Alright, so let's back up to where it was safe. Block. Or platform. Nice little rubium nugget. Okay, and that way I can go at it from the bottom. Always the easy direction. Big door. Alright. Oh. Short by 1. Some up above here. Perfect. Alright. Now we can upgrade our chest, the most important piece of any here. So two. Oh, wrong direction. Oh, and boom. Right. For 60 armor, that's almost 50% more. As you can see, the damage is also going up because of the Divine Circlet. Huh. Trying to go. Hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah. Are you getting tired of hearing me talking? Oh. Oh goodness, that is a lot. A lot of skellies. Skellies are very scary. So many skeletons! that should. Ooh, fancy wand. I still don't have any. Oh, I need that. Normal material. Oh wait, I had one. Reflective wand, magic damage that ignores armor. Massively impactful. And every shot, it does more damage. Forget how many shots it stacks up to, but this is great for like casters, since it's like an extra multiplier on top of a bunch of others. So if you get a bunch of intelligence, you'll have more shots, and you'll be able to the maximum shot capacity. Bigger would be nice, but mind is nice. Oh, and I don't have Ala rune. How? But ah la la are so sad. Yep, that sucks. 190 to only thing that had. 9, 8. Alright, let's put the runes away. Apparently I can't. Most common rune. And I don't have any of them. I'm pretty sure this is most common rune. And I only have one. Gosh. Oh, right. I need, what, like cabbages? Other one. Ooh, lucky. Lucky, unlucky, I don't know. I was able to get an extra seed on both of those, but only have one planter left, or planter spot left. I want that ring! Holy crap. 50% attack speed and 250 armor at the max level for the Surging Elixir. So, like, eventually you don't really need any increased armor gear on Cleric. You just health for damage and your Ancients rest. Go ahead and put the stuffs in. Probably health, or not health, hunger. Okay, so we are in slimy layer. That's all I can make out of meat. So I have 2 more magic mapping scrolls. think it's about time I upgrade my pants. I'm gonna head direction. That bad reload time. And once I get kind of far enough in an empty area, I'll go ahead and pop another mapping scroll and see what comes up. Ugh. How far do I have? I do also need more rubium for the other piece. Can't ignore that. There is a building above us. Might want to head a bit downwards. Okay. Yay, more level. Ooh. So, increased creation of food buffs. Now every time I eat a buff. Oh yeah, this game is great. Yeah, every time a food buff, I gain 25 resistance. Apparently, I don't need a ton of resistance right now. Oh, 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 so much verdant. So it's mostly useful for nightmare and stuff. Okay, so I'm sufficiently deep. Could go a little bit further just to get out of the range of this room, but I think it's only going to be on the edge of the wall. And let's reveal the map once more. So, wow. Ah, no, I think those are crafting crystals, the enchantment table. That's another thing. Okay, so enchanting table materials, and then down there. Go left, down. Can't see it yet. Wow, I've discovered a new recipe! So, this is a feature that was added, I think it was during the Badlands expansion? Update. And you can craft homes, which provide a random bonus with different tiers of rarity. And you can craft these tomes, your extra crystals and your extra wood at the crafting station. Should be here. And if you don't have really good gear, you can make it okay or improve your gear even further using books by adding more speed, by adding more damage. I think attack speed is a rare one as well, or percentage armor as well. It's not going to be easy to create these books on normal unless you're farming a whole lot. But once you get into Nightmare, it's an interesting thing to add. That was me. Bit of rubium over here. Almost got all of it. Go. nickel right here. And this is why I always go for that 30% chance of extra ore, because this stuff is so rare. But with what did I get 2 ore deposits, or was it just the one? I've got 23 ore, which is going to be enough to make 13, which is enough to make all of these. I think I'm just lacking in rubium at this point, so I can go ahead and that jump. Go ahead and go over here and grab some more. Oh, past those things. So we get some more runes. Maybe, if I'm lucky, I can get my Ala rune. Actually, get my defense. Ouch. Two. That smells like a doggo. Yep, dig. There must be a doggo somewhere over there. Something digging. Yep, there's a doggo down there. Kind of annoying. There is a guy, once upon a time, run this whole game, or this whole normal difficulty in like an hour. Freaking incredible. But you don't need to go that fast. You can time it in. I have no food. Try this. Uh, oh yeah, I wanted to make my armors. At least what I can make. Boom. That's is it worth losing the speed? I like my speed. I really, really like my speed. That, and then I get lucky and find another. A helmet that's a bit behind is fine. Oh, now they're ready to harvest. Oh, I guess I can make those boots now. Boots. Booties. So long, Magic Find. Nice while you'd ask. Hey! We're unlucky. probably should go ahead and something more. Do another planter or something. Technically, doing okay. Not getting lucky with crops. Oh, ho, 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 hello, hello. Hello, doggo. How are you? Want to play? Okay. Good play. Alright, I think, you know what, I'm ready. Feel confident enough to go down for the boss. Not sure if I'm confident enough to deal with everything else, but boss, fine. Hate these ghosts. But I'm lucky, I haven't seen any revenants. Shouldn't be spawning in here anyways, but sometimes I like to appear in the first layers. Ooh, purple crystal, nice. Downside about this buff is it's only able to refresh off of actual kills, so when you're fighting these tanky dudes, quite a bit of deep. Ow, ow, ow. Oh my goodness. Got 7 enemies in there. There's the angle. Not enough. Ah, burn would be so nice on this, right? Oh, I was tempted to just ignore them, but there's that unique right there. Oh, jeez. But didn't. I didn't make more than one ID scroll. Okay. There we go. Oh, that one again. Okay. I mean, this poison weapon is doing very, very well for it. About 20% damage. I'll go with yes. I'm just gonna go with a yes. Okay. And then let's make our way to the boss, as I with a few distractions. These bats really like to stack up, so be very careful on approach. There might be 3 or 4 of them when it looks like they're. Oh shoot, last day of spring. Blue crystal. Up door. Sergeants. Huh. What that was for. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Speed. Perfect. So I can replace the helmet. Nice. I like doing that. Boring crystals. So that's going to be some damage and health. Health is nice. Health is always very, very nice. Have to. Fine. Okay, that's just flat out better. Okay, so I need helmet. Piercing would be nice right now. Don't really want to jump in. Ooh, rare mace. Bad reload timing. Okay. Boom, done. Every freaking time. Points. Look at the bigger one. Ugh. 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 Do that. Health is so free. If you get health crystals, you want to have that socket somewhere. For most part, in most cases. Cold damage. So at this point, we have the full armor. We don't need to pick up the nickel, except for later on when you're wanting to make some different pickaxes. But you can always come back and farm some more. We have emeralds, which could help enchant the stuff, but I'm not going to be farming a whole lot. Feel free to do so if you wish. Make your wizard, dig back down there, get some more of those enchant stuff. What I think I will do, however, is scour the lands for some more food. Then I think I'm going to go ahead and put my extra. Crops per seed, that's always great. This is what was necessary as well. So extra harvest, and then 2 crops per seed. They're both fantastic survival options. Of course, these the wheat and stuff does come back every once in a while, so you aren't 100% reliant on your own crop growth. So it is possible to scavenge and survive if you've pretty messed up. But as long as you're constant picking up food, it shouldn't be. Okay. So it's preventing me from. Oh wow, I had a lot of tomatoes. From doing anything in there. Oh, okay. I want to. Preventing me from planting tomato seeds because there isn't enough time before the end of the season. So there's no point in actually planting it. The next season is going to have stuff. It's and so um, and so I don't need more. But to make sure that I don't over consume a certain crop, I always try and keep a minimum amount of seeds in the bank. That way I can always get back and make sure that I don't screw myself over, basically. Can't. Oh no. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can. More berry pies. Veggies. Yes, I actually want my second. And so what you can do here for your second planter, want to be careful about space, is you can build up above it, here, build here, build here. The tree is in the way. Die. And if it's not grown enough, it will actually die. So you want to make sure that you don't chop down something that's young. Pretty need to move that smart digging hotkey. Okay, so you can do that. Make second planter. Voila. And break down what you just put up. There we go. So it's floating in the air, but that's possible in the universe, apparently. Have anything else that I can plant? Or wheat? And the more plants you have planted and harvesting, the easier it is to make sure that you actually have enough chances to get double seed or get double crops. All right, back to it. Now, I feel confident about this character, so I don't need to clear out everything. And I know how to take on the next boss without too much trouble. So if you want to go farm some stuff, if you didn't get any lucky drops, go ahead and do so. And then come back, point, and then show off how to make the next fight super easy. And this makes it easy for pretty much any character type. Because the main problem with him is that so random in his pathing. So you have to chase him down, you get very few chances to hit him. Meanwhile, he's lobbing a bunch of stuff at you and making your life just so freaking. So we need bricks. Ooh, okay, I guess I'm gonna use wood since all I have. And then whatever I want to use. This is the strongest weapon for melee, but I think this scatter shot is still my strongest weapon overall. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. And prepare for what I'm doing. So here you have two options. You can either like block out the lower area, but then you'll have to deal with the uneven terrain, which slows you down, which makes it harder to keep up or dodge some of his attacks. The other thing you'll need to do, or the other option, is to just build straight up and then build a platform at the top. Now, okay, yeah, now in normal, there's a few platforms that you can use. Not have to do this, but it's still annoying jumping and chasing after him. And another thing that is very important to note is he has a one-shot attack skill. I'm going to go ahead and do this just to give myself a waypoint. He will spawn eyeballs on top of your location as long as he has line of sight. They will expand slowly and then explode. And if you're in that eyeball during its explosion, you're dead. That's basically it. You're just dead. So I'm going to go with the build up option. Go through here. Take your time with it. Don't get in too much of a rush. If you want to build lower, you can, because then you would have been able to hit that. I probably should have. I'm going to adjust this. Oh, hello. Hello, how are you? And so you see, you have plenty of time to just like chase him around and deal with his stuff, wait for your cooldowns. stay on top of him. Digging option on my nerve. Crap. Yeah, I'm totally fighting you. This is me fighting you. So yeah, that's the problem with melee. Even with this strategy, you have to actually be able to keep up with him. Which, in later difficulties, you'll have higher scaling of the speed rolls, and so you won't have any issues at all keeping up with him. However, in higher difficulties, he's also going to be spawning these smaller eyeballs every time you kill something. Which, they're not too much of a problem. So you saw the chain of eyeballs. Every time one gets destroyed, he'll spawn some tiny eyeball things that crawl on walls, like slimes. Those are the worst thing for me. I don't know why I have so much trouble with them, but I do. And easy as that, taking your time. I got another Ala runes, that's fantastic. And you've killed the 4th boss of the game. Congratulations. And since I'm a bit short on wood, go ahead and out. Oh. Don't really need all of them. So I guess I'll just stop here and go forward. 50. Yay! I've done a thing! Starving again. Stop starving. Stop it. Insane. Yay. Alright. And we go ever deeper. So the next boss is also going to require some finesse. You're going to need a ton of platforms, and you're going to try and trap him at the top. But first things first, we have to actually get there. Find out what kind of monsters are in this layer. Mushroom. Mushroom. Mushroom! Wisps. Okay, so wisps, these guys are kind of interesting. Especially if they're unique wisps. So they can see through walls and attack you. And then if they sit on top of you for too long, they're going to spawn these tiny wisps. Now, what happens with the named bosses is that when they spawn those tiny ones, they don't actually, like, they lose the name bonus. So they just become normal monsters. And we have these other guys. I hate these teleporting guys, mostly because they're so darn tanky. So kind of just avoid them, to be honest. Like, unless you really want to mine stuff that's right next to them. Usually they can get pretty tanky, and My meat. Oh, hello. Oh. Then also the fact that they just run around randomly. Alright, dirt. That for now. This is probably the last armor type that you'll get here. Golden armor. Get the higher tier armor, you're going to have to be very lucky in the next area. Or go to Nightmare and then come back and kill it. For some reason, the spawn chance on the next tier of armor is very low for the ores. And as a result, it gets kind of difficult to build it without actually going to the next area. I think I'm going to use a scroll of mapping. If I can get ores. Although since it spawns in separate zones, it's pretty easy to build up enough to make your armors. Man, that almost sounded like music. Oh, shoot. Now that is an upgrade if I ever saw one. Okay, so Spraying Wand has the best interaction with Cleric ever. And so what the Spraying Wand does is all of these projectiles, and as I checked, each one of those projectiles gets the bonus from the circlet. So what that means, you end up with massive amounts of damage. Now, downside about these weapons is that they basically aren't affected by attack speed. So what you see is pretty much what you get when it comes to attacking. I'm hungry. Alright, let's that one. I've got a spraying wand. I don't need anything else at this point. Oh man, those are old potions. Wait. Do I have enough now? I got excited. I thought I had a third olive room, but nope. Nope. Ah, food. Yes. Okay, let's chop down some wood. Like, at this point, why should I even bother doing melee? And that's pretty much why I went with a human, because the human doesn't lose any benefits by choosing one weapon or the other, whereas a ogre is, if you use a wand, you're hampering yourself. You get bonuses for using melee weapons, but you can't just flip them one and the other very easily, without having consequence. Right. Might have enough to make some of these. Oh, never mind. I might be able to make a helm. That's it. $600 health, 300 health. That can make up for the lack of health on that crystal. That should be 50 armor, 75, so doubles the armor value, doubles the health value. But since I lost my health crystal, then pray and pray, boy. All right, let's see if we can get. There's a tiny bit of purple ore down here. Platform. Hi. Hello. Hi, how are you doing? You like no damage? Okay, a lot of you. Now you're a pain. So yeah, if you have some way to stun those guys, it's pretty great damage. Okay, this spraying wand is probably going to carry me super far. Just due to the passive of the Cleric. I don't need any other weapons. Heard a shrine? Hard to tell. Hearing something nearby. Don't know what direction it is. So, we're level 27, I'm level 4, so don't really have to fight them. I don't want to. Main concern, whether or not I armor piece. Last map. Ah, shoot, purple over there. Oh, good. Is this the verdant armor? Or? No, okay. So yeah, these become more and more common the further down you go. Fast mapping scroll too. At least this next boss is going to be fairly easy. Wrap it up top and yes, yes, yes. Make sure. 25. Okay, we get our last ancient item. No. Okay, never mind. We already had our ancient item. 20. Don't know why I thought gross anymore. Okay, apparently going through these walls is slow for me still. We'll just roll of cleanse. I have cleanse on like every single one of my skills, so it doesn't matter too much. I am taking way more damage than I need to. That's fine. Oh, 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 that's... Still not sure what the whole point of Reverse Fate is. Like, it's not horribly difficult to max out your resistances. Hello, wall. And there's the boss. Alright. So, for this boss, you need a ton of platforms. And once you have enough platforms, you're going to be able to trap him and really just make him a complete pushover. Crystal. Stain and stamina are fantastic. Pick up every single one that you can. I might as well kill these. Alright, blessing. You can always pop a blessing whenever you want. They're super common. Vitality 15, so that's extra health and a tiny bit of armor. Negligible amount of armor. Minimum damage 60. That's more damage on the low end. I like my defense a lot. Divine Circle upgrade. Could upgrade both of these. Okay, so if you are a bard, turn off your auras. Each one of those eyeballs are going to explode and cause an explosion of projectiles. And if you kill a lot of them at once, it will kill you. Now he's charging up his lasers, so you just stay away a bit. And I am going to try and get him into there. Perfect. So now I can just take my time, walk in and out, and not worry about accidentally hitting the round eyeballs around it. And then when he's doing his laser, just walk out of it. And easy as that. Fourth boss down with one armor set behind. And we get armor piece. Armor, health 100, plus some extra armor. So technically an upgrade, not that much of an upgrade. some weapon damage on there to go with it. And now, all that is left is it of Annihilation. And before we go kill it, I need fill my belly. My belly. Since I really like crystals, I'm not going to upgrade them. So I'm just gonna stuff everything in the stash that I'm not currently. Alright. Hey, I still have some food left. Enough. Alright, so here you can do one of two things. You can go to Nightmare and farm up the next tier of armors, or you can go down and start fighting the boss. I'm going to go ahead and start fighting the boss. And normally that shouldn't be too horrible because I have a certain strategy to lock him place. Well, actually, because this is a cleric, you have a lot of regen abilities, and so all you really need to do is partition him away. Once you've got him partitioned away, you all of your insane abilities and dip in and out of the fight. Now, normally, or you can look at it as a DPS race. Wow. That armor really improved my pickaxe damage. Yay, achievements! If this is your first time going through, I would definitely recommend heading towards Nightmare to actually pick up the higher tier armor. Makes it a hell of a lot easier. But if you feel confident, if you don't want to do that, you can just go straight down. Just having gold armor, as you can see, provides you with so much damage that it should still make the fight pretty easy, because all you have to do is clear out the eyeballs. And oh, that's the next tier. This back stuff right here. This back stuff, get it. Get it, boy. Ow. Oh, yeah, I was right on top of him when he died. So these three-horned things, they have a death explosion. They're originally from the Badlands. And do not stand on top of them when they die. You will regret it. Regret it. All those projectiles can hit you at once. There's no next hit delays in this game, so you can easily get wrecked. Go ahead and actually pop a few sustain and stamina potions. And that way I can actually extend my hunger and stamina bar before I have to go back to town and refill it all over again. I missed some. Freaking horrible. Just said how rare it is, and I didn't pick them up. Oh, and the ochre that goes with it. Dang. Face. Oh yeah, I picked up a bunch of these. Feed? Okay, well, let's replace some stuff. That replaces my helm, like, no question about it. And that's the other issue with this area. For some reason, have that one. For some reason, the crystals that drop are still like not enough, even if you get the adamantine. So if you want to fill it with crystals, you still have to go higher difficulty to actually like have a chance to find stuff. Wow, I'm very surprised. And there's something about fire. There's something about fire. I think what it is. And so, yeah, these things stack, by the way, so you have like 50 minutes rolls until you die. Hey, more ochre. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Really starting to come together here. Oh, exceptional wand. If it is a faster or more damage, slower attack spraying wand, that is the holy grail of spraying wand. Wow, I have so much health that does hardly any healing. Alright. Cool. Very, 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 very cool. 4 points, double. I don't need extra that. I won't reach. Pretty much everything in here is useful. Except maybe the potions. The potions are just kind of average. There's never this much adamantine. I'm just amazed. I am truly amazed at how much of this stuff there is. Okay, so what's the biggest stack? The biggest stack is the ichor. That. Make. Play. That stuff. IDs. Able to get a stack of 20. Yeah. That. ID that. Oh. Beam wand. Well, this is very, very useful for this boss because it's a pain. It's a real pain to go from one side of the boss to the other. So this can be very, very useful. Critical hit 8% for a bad thing, and magic find. Oh. Wow. Wow, that is massive. Bigger 10, that could replace boots. This definitely like with these crystals, should I even bother upgrading my armor? Because I would lose all of these bonuses. Like, how much is this? 1,400 health is insane. Okay, this one is arguable. Alright, so how much? Oh, I don't have enough. 700. That would be 500 more. I don't think I need adamantine. Not until I get the higher tier crystals and replace them. So I'm very, very fortunate. Except for the olive runes. Still, no olive runes. I don't know how. Oh, hey, another rare wand. Mace. Right, that's the... I don't really... Always tend to your garden. Put away... I don't need any more You need some gold for the divine pickaxe. Don't need massive amount. So I already have 10 bars. More than enough. So I can just sell this off. Go. And yes, I am the Horda. Yes, I am. Alright. Stock up on meat. All that good stuff. Am I prepared for this? We'll find out. Heck. No, 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 no. Run. Just, you see those, you run. Why is it taking so long to dig these out? What happened to my armor? It feels like I lost a crap ton of armor, so I should have upgraded. Got so lucky there. So lucky I didn't die. No! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Okay. One is okay. I can deal with one. Not two. Rare wands to identify. 4 minutes. Just blessing. Food. Not hungriness. Oh, thank you for digging that out for me. $30,000. Almost enough. Not quite enough. Fine. Fine. So many level ups. Don't get too used to it though. To get higher up, it's gonna take a bit longer. Our wand again. Alright. Where is the bosses? Another rare wand. I almost want to just start picking up only exceptionals. Next tier of crystal. Okay, that could be. What? Did I go right by the... I went right by the boss, didn't I? Didn't even notice. Okay, so this one is going to be quite interesting. Again, don't feel confident. Definitely go upgrade your armors. 26. Oh, good. Are you coming or not? Yes. Oh, a cursed item. No, cursed items do not have anything to do. It was an idea that he had, but it didn't get implemented. Nothing to, or yeah. So, 12 attack power. Right, let's ID something. 13 attack power, arcing wand. That's not gonna be fight. Piercing wand. 17. That's nice. Another piercing wand with cold with lightning damage. I think I'll still like Beam Wand. Mostly because put your cursor on the thing and it hits the thing. Alright, so this boss, rainbow damage, it can hit you with any kind of ailment. So it can burn you, it can stun you with lightning, it can freeze you with cold, it can poison you. Poison. Yeah. So you want to make sure that your resists are maximized so that you don't get caught and stuck and not able to do anything. The next thing is that pain. Really kind of a pain unless you have enough damage. The reason being he has a number of eyeballs that you have to destroy before you can actually attack him. So one thing I like to do is I like to make myself a little safe space here. Where he can't get to me. And basically make the area smaller. There's also this thing right here. Ah, shoot, he destroys some of the blocks. That's the other thing. He can do through blocks. Sometimes, I don't know how exactly it works, but some of these can become indestructible. But it doesn't always work. Alright, I'm just gonna go in, knock down these eye socket stalks. Get this last one. Alright, and DPS him. Just like with the tentacle, watch out for those eyeballs. And it can be as easy as that. You're lucky. If you're lucky, it can somehow make these blocks right here indestructible, or at least not destroy them immediately, and give yourself a safe area. On the next difficulty, what you can do is you can get the upgraded pickaxe and start mining these guys. These things right here. And nothing can destroy. So 3 hours, 40 minutes, that's about what I expected out of myself. Farm up as much as you feel necessary. If you don't get lucky and find the right wands, go find better wands. You can do some enchants to improve your gear and further, but it's not really a time-efficient way of doing it. Just finding some higher tier crystals is best. So for me, I basically just got a bunch of vitality, enough vigor to max out my resistances or close to it, even more vitality, and some speed and armor. And since your armor scales into your damage, there, half of my damage practically comes from the armor conversion. Really want to make sure that you get the juicy armor stats. Alright, that's it for today. If you stuck around up to here, you are a true warrior, and I appreciate it. Maybe you'll want to see some more of my stuff, so subscribe, like, and I'll see you on the next one.